The lights of Las Vegas were still glowing deep into the night, but something felt completely different after BTS finished the final concert of the ARIRANG World Tour stop at Allegiant Stadium. For 4 unforgettable nights, the city had transformed into a global ocean of purple lights, screaming fans, emotional reunions, and history-making performances. Everywhere across the Strip, BTS music echoed through hotels, restaurants, casinos, and crowded sidewalks filled with ARMY members who still could not believe the concerts were over. But nobody expected the most emotional moment of the entire Las Vegas era to happen after the concerts had already ended. Because only hours after the final day 4 performance, BTS suddenly appeared live online. And within minutes, millions of fans around the world were crying uncontrollably. The live stream was not announced in advance. There were no major promotions, no countdowns, and no hints from the members. Fans were still uploading fan cams from the concert and discussing the shocking surprise appearance by Shakira when notifications suddenly began appearing across social media. BTS Live started. Within seconds, the internet exploded. ARMY members rushed onto the live stream while screenshots spread across X, TikTok, Instagram, and Weverse faster than anyone could process. Fans expected perhaps a short celebration broadcast after the successful Las Vegas concerts. Instead, they witnessed something emotional enough to completely break the fandom. The live stream opened quietly. At first, the screen showed nothing except a dim backstage room filled with soft lighting and scattered concert equipment. Several water bottles, towels, and ARMY bombs could be seen resting on tables behind the members. The atmosphere looked calm, exhausted, and strangely emotional. Then the camera adjusted, and BTS appeared together. The 7 members sat closely beside each other, still wearing relaxed clothing after the final concert night. Jungkook leaned quietly against the couch while Jimin smiled softly at the camera with visibly tired eyes. Jimin waved gently while Suga sat silently near RM, who appeared more emotional than usual from the very beginning. Fans instantly noticed something different. Nobody was laughing loudly. The atmosphere felt heavy, and millions watching immediately sensed that something emotional was about to happen. RM finally broke the silence first. "Las Vegas," he said quietly while the comments exploded instantly. Fans flooded the livestream chat with crying emojis, purple hearts, and messages begging BTS not to leave Las Vegas yet. Within minutes, the livestream audience climbed into the millions while hashtags related to BTS Live dominated worldwide trends. But then RM said something nobody expected. "Tonight," he continued slowly, "we wanted to say thank you properly, especially to someone very important." The members all nodded quietly. Jimin looked down while smiling emotionally. Jungkook rubbed his face briefly as if trying not to cry. And suddenly, fans realized this was not a normal live stream. It was a farewell. Over the previous week, Las Vegas officials and local leadership had openly welcomed BTS and ARMY into the city. Special BTS-themed events had taken over the Strip while tourism numbers reportedly surged because of the ARIRANG concerts. Hotels sold out rapidly, restaurants created BTS-themed menus, and giant landmarks across the city lit up purple and red in celebration. But one person had become especially connected to the concerts: the governor. Throughout the ARIRANG tour week, the governor had repeatedly praised BTS for bringing positivity, culture, tourism, and global attention to Las Vegas and Nevada. Videos of the governor welcoming ARMY members at city events had gone viral earlier in the week, and many fans appreciated how warmly the city embraced BTS. Now, sitting together during the live stream, BTS wanted to respond one final time, and nobody was emotionally prepared for what followed. RM looked directly into the camera. "We met so many amazing people in Las Vegas," he said softly. "But the support we received here, we will never forget." J-Hope nodded immediately while smiling through visibly emotional eyes. Jean quietly added, "It felt like home." The live stream comments exploded again. Fans around the world began crying almost instantly because the members looked genuinely heartbroken about leaving Las Vegas behind. Many ARMY members who attended the concerts later admitted they started crying the moment BTS began speaking softly about the city. Then came the moment that shattered everybody emotionally. A pre-recorded video message from the governor suddenly appeared on screen. The room immediately became silent. The governor thanked BTS for bringing joy, hope, and unforgettable memories to Las Vegas and praised ARMY members for creating one of the most positive atmospheres the city had ever experienced during a concert week. "We hope BTS always remembers Las Vegas as family," the governor said warmly. The members immediately became emotional. Jimin covered his face while smiling sadly. V stared quietly at the screen while Jungkook bit his lip trying not to cry. Even Suga, usually calm during emotional moments, looked visibly affected while listening. And when the video ended, nobody spoke for several seconds. Fans watching worldwide began crying harder because the silence itself felt heartbreaking. Finally, RM smiled softly before speaking again. "We wanted to say goodbye properly," he whispered. The live stream comments completely collapsed into emotional chaos. Millions of fans spammed purple hearts and crying messages while clips of the live stream spread rapidly across social media. Within minutes, hashtags like "BTS don't leave," "Thank you BTS," and "Las Vegas loves BTS" dominated global trends. Then one by one, the members began speaking directly to Las Vegas and the governor. Jin spoke first. He thanked the city for making BTS feel welcomed from the moment they arrived. He laughed softly while remembering how loud the crowd sounded during every concert night, then admitted he became emotional during the final bow at Allegiant Stadium because he did not want the experience to end. Next came J-Hope, and fans immediately began crying harder. J-Hope smiled brightly at first while thanking local staff members, dancers, security teams, and city workers who helped make the concerts possible. But halfway through speaking, his voice suddenly cracked. For several seconds, he could not continue. Jungkook immediately leaned toward him supportively, while the others smiled sadly beside him. "I think," J-Hope whispered while laughing emotionally, "I think Las Vegas gave us memories we'll carry forever." Millions of fans watching live completely broke down emotionally. Screenshots of J-Hope tearing up instantly spread online, while fans described the live stream as too painful to watch. Then Jimin spoke, and the live stream somehow became even more emotional. Jimin admitted he cried privately after the final concert ended, because the energy from ARMY in Las Vegas felt too beautiful to leave behind. He described seeing thousands of purple lights filling Allegiant Stadium during Microcosmos, and confessed that it became one of his favorite memories of his entire career. At this point, fans across the world were openly sobbing. Even people who missed the live stream began seeing clips flood every social media platform with captions like, "Why is this making me cry so hard? BTS really loved Las Vegas. This feels like the ending of a movie." Then came Jungkook, and the emotional atmosphere completely shattered everybody. Jungkook sat quietly for several moments before finally speaking softly into the microphone. "When we first came to Las Vegas," he said slowly, "I thought it would just become another tour stop." The live stream chat instantly slowed because fans were listening so carefully. "But now," he continued while smiling sadly, "it feels impossible to separate BTS from this city." The comments exploded again. Fans began crying uncontrollably online while clips of Jungkook's statement spread instantly across TikTok and X. Many ARMY members later admitted this was the exact moment they emotionally collapsed during the live stream. Then Jungkook turned directly toward the camera. "To the governor," he said quietly, "thank you for protecting these memories for us." Nobody expected those words. And suddenly millions of fans around the world were sobbing. The members themselves looked emotional after hearing Jungkook speak. Jimin covered his face again while RM smiled quietly beside him. V stared down at the floor for several moments as if trying to process the emotions filling the room. Then V finally spoke. And what he said immediately became one of the most quoted BTS moments of the year. Some cities become tour stops, he whispered softly. But Las Vegas became part of BTS. The internet completely exploded. Fans screamed online while emotional edits using V's quote began appearing within minutes. Many fans described the statement as one of the most heartbreaking and beautiful things ever said during a BTS livestream. Even the members themselves reacted emotionally. Jin laughed softly in disbelief while RM shook his head, smiling sadly. "You always say things that destroy people emotionally," J-Hope joked while wiping tears from his eyes. For a brief moment, the live stream became lighter again as the members laughed together softly. But the emotions returned almost immediately when RM announced something unexpected. "We prepared one last goodbye." The room suddenly grew quiet. Then soft piano music began playing through speakers nearby. Fans instantly recognized the melody. "Spring Day." And millions of viewers completely lost emotional control. The members began singing softly together live from the backstage room instead of a giant concert stage. No fireworks. No choreography. No dramatic production. Just BTS singing quietly side by side while exhausted after 4 historic nights in Las Vegas. The simplicity of the moment destroyed fans emotionally. Jimin's voice trembled during several lines while Jungkook sang softly, looking directly into the camera. RM closed his eyes during parts of the song, while V's deep vocals filled the room with heartbreaking emotion. By the chorus, social media timelines across the world had transformed into emotional chaos. Fans uploaded clips crying uncontrollably while others admitted they could barely watch the livestream because it felt too painful. Some ARMY members described the performance as one of the saddest beautiful moments BTS has ever given fans. And perhaps the most emotional moment happened during the final chorus. Instead of singing toward the camera, BTS slowly turned together toward a nearby Las Vegas skyline visible through the backstage window. Purple city lights stretched endlessly into the distance. And BTS sang the final lines of Spring Day while quietly staring out at Las Vegas one last time. The live stream comments became unreadable beneath endless crying emojis and purple hearts. Nobody could handle the emotions anymore. When the song ended, silence filled the room again. Several members looked visibly emotional while trying to smile through tears. Jungkook wiped his face quickly while Jin laughed softly to hide his emotions. Finally, RM spoke one last time. "To the governor," he said gently, "and to Las Vegas, thank you for making BTS feel loved." Then all 7 members bowed together toward the camera. And millions of people watching around the world completely broke down emotionally. Even after the live stream ended, fans remained online for hours discussing what they had witnessed. Clips from the broadcast immediately dominated global trends while emotional edits flooded TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube overnight. Many fans described the live stream as feeling like the ending of an era. Others called it the most emotional BTS live in years. And by sunrise, one truth had become clear to everybody. Las Vegas was never going to forget BTS. And BTS was never going to forget Las Vegas. After the final day 4 concert of the BTS World Tour ARIRANG in Las Vegas, BTS suddenly went live and delivered one of the most emotional broadcasts fans have ever seen. During the live stream, RM, Jungkook, Jimin, V, J-Hope, Jin, and Suga thanked Las Vegas, ARMY, and the governor for welcoming BTS during their unforgettable concert week at Allegiant Stadium. Millions of fans around the world cried after BTS shared emotional messages, reacted to a special video from the governor, and performed a heartbreaking live version of Spring Day while looking out at the Las Vegas skyline.